Lo and behold, I get a call from my mom, and my daughter had to be rushed into the hospital for stomach pains. So at first, I'm not thinking nothing major. I'm thinking like, she's 10, she might have had too much sweets, candy, she got a stomach ache, resolve it. And come to find out, she has a blockage in her intestines, which is major. So she can't, pass any bowel movements, and she can't keep anything down, so she's throwing everything up. So it turned out to be major, and that escalated from, a simple stomach ache to now she has to have surgery. If I ever made trucking seem like it was easy, all peaches and cream, that is definitely not true. That is definitely not true. I was supposed to pick up this load on Wednesday at 8 a.m. down here in South Carolina. I was supposed to pick that up 8 o'clock on Wednesday. I got here early, 7 on Wednesday, and I had to sit for 3 days at that shipper, just going through all the negative thoughts like, man, I should just leave, take my truck, drop this trailer, go home. I'm texting my dispatcher like, yo, take me off this load, take me off this load. I'm texting night dispatch, yo, y'all need to take me off this load. Like, trucking, it got a lot of benefits to it. You're gonna have a lot of fun out here at times, but just know, you're gonna get beat up a little bit out here too. So, this ain't for like the weak of heart. You gotta be mentally prepared, mentally strong. You gotta be able to just deal with, sometimes it might seem like just constant BS, like BS after BS after BS. You gotta learn how to deal with that. You can't just get frustrated and throw your hands up, because if you wanna be real, even if you did get frustrated, throw your hands up, oh, I'm not doing this no more. You halfway across the world, so what you gonna do? What you really gonna do? Deal with it?
God, your father, man.
All right, y'all, rise and shine, rise and shine. Today is Sunday. I'm in beautiful Georgia. I don't know, it's something about coming down south. Every time I'm down here, the vibes is always different. And shout out to one of the people in my comments, because they definitely corrected me. I was calling it Winder, and it's called Winder, Georgia. So yeah, I'm like a couple miles down. I'm at the Walmart here in Commerce, Georgia. So, but yeah, man, vibes nice, weather nice. I can't complain too much. About to stock this fridge up. I can't drop the load until Monday, obviously, and that's an open window from from 10 to 12. So I got a lot of time to play with. So yeah, man, I'm just cruising. I'm mad because I was stopped at the wrong truck stop. I stopped in I stopped at some pilot like 4 miles down the road in the middle of nowhere, and then I found out that they got a TA down here, and they got a Longhorn across the street. They got everything. All right, y'all, so I got that done. Grabbed a few things. I'm gonna have tacos tonight, so I had to grab some taco shells, ground beef, all that good stuff. Then I grabbed some salmon for later on in the week, some vegetables, the regular stuff. So now I pretty much got the rest of the day, and I just can't, it feels good out here, bro. Like, it's not too hot, it ain't too cold. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna find something to get into. I'm gonna park at this TA down the street, because like I was saying, they got everything across the street. I'm talking about something called Sonny's Barbecue. They got Longhorn Steakhouse, Outback, a few other restaurants across the street. So something called Firehouse Subs. There's a lot of stuff. And usually, like I said, I don't encourage eating out all the time, but maybe on like a Sunday or a Saturday, one of them days, you can treat yourself to like a little dinner or something. But right now for lunch, I'm definitely doing tacos, and we'll see how the rest of the day goes. And it's funny, right? Because one thing about coming out here is you're gonna figure out how much you like yourself, for sure. So if you don't like yourself, you definitely gonna realize that when you come out here, because it's a lot of alone time. And that's one of the things I was kind of worried about when I first came out here. Not the aspect I ain't like myself, I'm thorough, but just that all that alone time, be like, And I'm not talking about the alone time where I mean like just sitting in the truck day after day. That's a no-no, like I told y'all last time. But I realized it's not as bad as I thought going out to eat by yourself, going to the market by yourself, going different places by yourself. Just, chilling. Getting to know yourself. You still got your phone, so you can talk on the phone with whoever you want to talk to. But it's not as bad as you think. But if you're not used to spending that time by yourself, it might be a little difficult for you, maybe. But I encourage you. I feel like that's another benefit of trucking. A lot of people don't know what it's like to just be by themselves, get to know themselves again. So might want to give it a try. But I'm about to go ahead and put this food up, and I'm gonna tap back in with y'all. Yeah, I'm down here in Madison, Georgia. So I decided to stop here for the night. I know my 90 probably like 85 miles down the road. So I'll wake up early, drop that, and hopefully they'll give me another load. But yeah, I just pretty much been like down south, bouncing between Georgia, Alabama, and back, like pretty much back and forth this last week. It's cool. It's cool. One thing I will say is I definitely noticed last week, I kind of talked about it in the beginning of my last video, where it was kind of slow. Freight was kind of slow for me. I don't know about, all of Prime. I'm not going to speak on that. But it's funny because as I'm talking, I got a proposed next load coming through. But I can't speak for the whole Prime, but I know just basing it off how my weeks have been going. Last week was definitely a slow week for me. Like I told you, I had the same exact run twice, and that's all I did for that whole week. And a run only paid like $1,200 something. And last video I forgot to post that, so this video I'm gonna definitely post that the load that I did twice for $1,200, just to let y'all know, so y'all can kind of do the math on that. That was pretty much a low week. But now turnaround this week was pretty low. Not well, like I said, I just got this proposed next load, so I might be able to do some damage with that. But the thing is, I'm doing like 2 loads a week now. So I'll pick up on like a Wednesday, drop on a Friday, but I wind up sitting the whole weekend. I just picked this load up yesterday. Well, today actually, yeah, today's Monday. I picked this load up today. I'm dropping it early tomorrow. So it's possible that I could, like I said, drop it early, depending if they get me in and out. But it's possible that I could drop it Tuesday morning, maybe get to a tank wash. But I don't see myself being able to drop a load, pick up, get to a tank wash on Tuesday, pick up a load on Tuesday, and then dropping that at least by Wednesday. By payroll, I don't see it. So if anything, like I said, I just got a pre-planned load. So these bugs is crazy, but I just got this pre-planned load. So more than likely, that's just gonna, kick my next week off. So how I look at it is, all right, usually if 1 week is slow, like I'm only getting 2 loads in for this week, but I just got this pre-planned load where I can start Wednesday off with the ground running. If I said that right, pretty much I could probably squeeze in like 3 loads. I just want to real quick let something be known. If I ever made trucking seem like it was easy, all peaches and cream, that is definitely not true. That is definitely not true. These last 2-3 weeks have been super rough. I don't know why I ain't just walked through that way. But yeah, these last 2-3 weeks have been like super rough. But these last 3 days in particular, have been super rough. And to make a long story short, I was supposed to pick up this load on Wednesday at 8 a.m. down here in South Carolina, Ward, South Carolina to be exact. I was supposed to pick that up 8 o'clock on Wednesday. I got here early, 7 on Wednesday. Long story short, it was an issue with them loading me. I had to go through a bunch of shenanigans, and I had to sit for 3 days at that shipper, just going back and forth with dispatch. It was an issue with the trailer. So it was a whole bunch. And this is one of them times where, I had to bring myself back to center, because, man, when I'm telling you, it's like, I was going through all the negative thoughts. Like, man, I should just leave, take my truck, drop this trailer, go home. I'm texting my dispatcher like, yo, take me off this load, take me off this load. I'm texting night dispatch, yo, y'all need to take me off this load. Like, going through the motions, because it was frustrating. But, yeah, lo and behold, I stuck it out. So I was able to finally pick up the load Friday at 12 o'clock. Like, the shipper is so slow too. That's another thing. So just killed my whole vibe, man. Just killed my whole vibe. But like I said, we loaded. So now I'm gonna have some me time. I'm gonna go to this Pizza Hut real quick, grab me a grub, get my thoughts in order, and then head to Ohio. I probably won't get there till tomorrow now. So that kind of messed up plans. But yeah, don't ever think it's all peaches and cream out here, bro, because it get real. So just wanted to let y'all know that, but I'm gonna tap back in. All right, so maybe I spoke too soon. So after I got through with all of that, 3 days at the shipper, I finally pull out. Boom! I see my truck starting to smoke. And sure enough, I had a tire blow up. So, you know, it just keeps getting better and better. All right, y'all, so y'all can clearly see it didn't take them that long. Didn't even seem like 2 hours. So, yeah, hopefully I can get up and running soon and start heading to Ohio. So I will definitely keep y'all posted. I'm gonna tap in. All right, y'all, so tapping in. I am in North Carolina at this TA somewhere in the mountains, I guess. I'm shutting it down for the night, but bro, when I tell y'all, I've been having a run for my money these last couple days, maybe weeks. I've been having a run for my money. So I could definitely tell y'all, trucking, it got a lot of benefits to it. You're gonna have a lot of fun out here at times, but just know you're gonna get beat up a little bit out here too. So, I mean, this ain't for like the weak of heart. You gotta be mentally prepared, mentally strong. You gotta be able to just deal with, sometimes it might seem like just constant BS, like BS after BS after BS. You gotta learn how to deal with that. You can't just get frustrated and throw your hands up, because if you want to be real, even if you did get frustrated, throw your hands up, oh, I'm not doing this no more. You halfway across the world, so what you gonna do? What you really gonna do? Deal with it? Because I was really thinking that I was really hot, right? When I had to sit at that shipper, I'm like, yo, they had me sitting here for 3 days. I should just call my dispatcher and tell them I'm done. I'm parking the truck and I'm going home. But I'm like, how much sense would that make to drive the truck all the way back up to PA? That's gonna take me like 2 days. For all that, I might have just had just waited, did something else, wait for the Lord. I mean, it just didn't make sense. So definitely gonna have to have a mental, the mental capacity, the mental strength to just realize, like, you got trucking sometimes. Some things is just out of your control, and you just have to deal with it. But and then y'all seen what happened with the tire. Like, I couldn't make that up. I could not make that up, bro. Right after I dealt with the shipper holding me for 3 days, I finally calmed myself down. I'm like, all right, look, that's behind me. I'm on my way to drop this load off. I can't wait to get rid of this load. Bro, don't you know, I pull off and my tire pop. I get like a couple miles down the road and my tire just blow out. I said, yo, I can't win. I cannot win. But, you know, all's well that ends well. Surprisingly though, that situation, they came quick. Like I might have been down maybe an hour and a half, if that. Like, I mean, that it was real quick. So I'm assuming that's because I was actually on my way to Love's anyway. So I already knew the closest Love's to me was like 24 miles. So that was about an hour, like 55 minutes, an hour away in my GPS. So I knew they wasn't that far. And I mean, everything just worked out. So he was able to get here. It wasn't too much damage done to the rim. So he was able to just throw that thing on. And I was able to hit the road. The only downfall besides that about this day is, like I said, I spent so much time at the shipper. I had barely no clock left after that, just driving, waiting, and just, I had no time at the on my drive clock, so I had maybe like 3 hours left. So I just drove like 2 hours out from South Carolina, stopped here in North Carolina at this TA. So I'm gonna shut down here for the night, take it easy, get my mind together. Again, just relax, bro. I'm not popping up early. I'm already late for this load. So I'm gonna just really take my time. I mean, I'm gonna get it there tomorrow, but I'm not rushing. I just wanna really just shake all that negative energy that I had last week and this week. I wanna shake that off, bro. I need to shake that off and get some good karma flowing again. Well, I say all that to say though, despite this week, bro, like I said, I jinxed myself, but I've been having it my way out here, so I really can't complain when it get tough out here. Cause like for me personally, I can only speak for myself. I be hearing stories and watching YouTubes how they truck break down, they're not making no money, this is happening, they in a hole for like 3 weeks straight. I'm not seeing none of that, bro. My paychecks is looking healthy. I'm not having too many issues with my truck. With none, actually, I have no issues with my truck besides the tire. The trailer situation, that wasn't even really my fault. You know, as a lease operator, you're not responsible for the trailers, as far as coming out your pocket and the maintenance and all that. If you see something, obviously you want to let them know when you do your pickup and drop off inspection, let them know it's a problem. So you know you don't get stuck. But outside of that, man, my days been going pretty cool. Like week in, week out, I can't complain. I've had my slow weeks, but you know, all in all, I still made decent money. It might have been lower weeks than what I'm used to out here, but I mean, even the low weeks ain't terrible weeks if you want to put it in perspective. So it was just a slight tap in, just to remind y'all, like everything ain't all peaches and cream. It ain't always gonna be easy. But it's like, bro, you made it through TNT and all that other stuff. This is no problem, bro. You'll get rolling eventually. All right, what's going on with y'all, man? I know y'all can probably see it in my face, bro. I'm tired as hell. I'm tired as hell. So I know y'all seen throughout this whole video, this has been like a trying week for me, as far as just dealing with the shipper, being there for 3 days, then having to deal with the blowout. So you know, it's just a lot going on. And just to add, you know, I don't want to say cherry on top, but just to add insult to injury, I finally get the blowout situation fixed. So now I'm working my way up to Ohio for the drop for the 90. Lo and behold, I get a call from my mom, and my daughter had to be rushed into the hospital for stomach pains. So at first, I'm not thinking nothing major. I'm thinking like, you know, she's 10, she might have had too much sweets, candy, she got a stomach ache, they'll resolve it. And come to find out, she has a blockage in her intestines, which is major. So she can't, you know, pass any bowel movements, and she can't keep anything down, so she's throwing everything up. So it turned out to be major, and that escalated from, you know, a simple stomach ache to now she has to have surgery. So, you know, this goes back to one of my previous videos when I just said, I think it was when I was talking about how long you want to stay OTR, and I was just saying, like, you know, a lot can happen when you out here, and a lot of stuff might happen and you have no control over it because you like halfway across the world. You know, I'm in South Carolina, so at least I was on the East Coast, but you know, it's nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. I couldn't be there for her, couldn't hold her hand, couldn't calm her down. So you know, it's just stuff like this. As an update though, she did make it out of surgery. I talked to her 6 o'clock this morning. Well, her mom called me 6 o'clock this morning, and she did make it out of surgery. So then I did get a chance to FaceTime her. Obviously, after coming out of surgery, the anesthesia is wearing off, so you know she's kind of drained, but she is talking, smiling. So you know she's good now. But that was just another life lesson for me, or you know, just an eye opener for me. Like, I've been out here 2 months, bro, 2.5 months. I'm not going home till the end of August when I go on vacation. You know, I stayed out pretty long, and a lot changed. A lot has changed. I missed her whole summer, so this whole summer I didn't get a chance to really spend with her, minus those few days I did come home. And yeah, man, like I said, this is definitely a sacrifice. It's definitely a sacrifice out here, and it's definitely about having mental strength, being able to just, you know, pick and choose what to react to, not overreacting. You know, sometimes I don't know what faith you believe in, but just letting the universe or let God, whoever you want to, give it to, just trust that everything gonna work itself out. Yeah, phone cut off. But yeah, like I said, last thing you want to do out here is just be stressing over certain situations that you can't change. So, you know, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Moral of the story is, bro, gotta stay strong out here, man. When you trying to chase down a goal, a dream, like I said, the devil gonna just keep throwing roadblocks, and roadblocks. So, you mean, if you really want it, you gonna stand tall, 10 toes down type stuff. So, I'm gonna holler at y'all in the next video, and y'all be safe. Keep chasing that money, keep chasing them goals, and I'm gonna holler at y'all.